sí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa níkànnì yìí Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM ẹ̀yin ní etí tí ò jẹ́ kí orí dàbí àpólà igi ẹ ṣé o bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ gíwá ìkànnì yìí dé orí ẹni tí ó kéré jù la fi pánupọ̀ la fi sọ wípé àṣeyí ṣàmọ́dún ọdún yìí kò ní jẹ́ àṣemọ́ ẹ ṣé fún àdúrótìyín àti àtìlẹ́yìn tí ẹ fi hàn wá ní ìkànnì Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM ẹ ṣé o wọn ní wo ẹ̀rọ VAR lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ayé yín o àṣeyí lálákànṣepo àṣeyí làó máa ṣe o.
Hello, sports fans. It's Lawrence Nwachukwu Maxwell, head of station Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. As Christmas approaches, I want to take a moment to thank you for your loyalty and support throughout the year. May this special time of the year bring you joy, happiness, and all your favorite sports moments. Warmest Christmas greetings and a happy new year. Attack, attack, attack. God bless you.
It's game time. Tune in to Eagle 7 Sports Radio Front Page Sports Show every weekday from 7 a.m. to noon. Your host, the big game player, bring you the latest sports news, analysis, and entertainment. Plus, don't miss our big interview segment where we chat with the biggest names in sports and beyond. Not just about sports, we are talking society, culture, and everything in between. So start your day off right with the Front Page Breakfast Sports Show. Tune in every weekday, 7 a.m. to noon on Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM. Tear off your coffee.
I know a place where the land is greener and diversity brings beauty, just like the rainbow.
TY Mix.
It's hard to replace such a good feeling when the news of unity fills the air while the wind blows.
Super Eagles, no tension, you are winning by the grace of God. You shall win, you shall win, you shall win. Zawo, 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 zawo. No matter who they be, Eagles always go. 1 go, 2 go, 3 go, 4 go. No matter who they be, Eagles always go. 1 go, 2 go, 3 go, 4 go.
One team, one spirit, one nation on the go. Indivisible, indestructible. Super Eagles, your victory, Baba God. I say, don't sign them, God don't stand them. Just go out there, grab them. Oh yeah, I've been one of your Godfather. Super Eagles, oh yo yo. Handle it, handle it, handle it, handle it.
Hard
Go,
to
go.
replace such a good feeling when the news of unity fills the air while the wind blows.
Super Eagles, no tension, you are winning by the grace of God. You shall win, you shall win, you shall win. Zawo, 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 zawo.
Yes, our referee Ondande set to get us right back on the way for the second 45 minutes of the action right there in Fes, Morocco. as the Ugandans decide or finally make that substitution. It's a double substitution, and Nyango has been taken off. You remember how, of course, he actually sprained his ankle, left ankle, and right now he's been taken off, and the fresh goalkeeper introduced will confirm all of these substitutions. We'll welcome you back right here to the ultimate football experience on Eagle 7 Sports Radio with the Cranes of Uganda right about now attacking from the right to the left. 1-0 still the score. Welcome right back to the ultimate football. Magola for Onyango in goal for Uganda. That is the substitution. Wow. Offside though, but come on, that's a timely intervention by Bruno Onyemaechi. He knows that. Even his goalkeeper acknowledges that clearance. Look at that again. Offside, the number 7 man. But then what about this? It was a diving header intended there by Mato of Morocco, but Bruno Onyemaechi was definitely aware to his responsibility. Welcome right back to the ultimate football experience. Second half, Donald Seda.
Yeah, most definitely it's good to be back for the second 45 of this encounter. And of course, like we do love to say in a game of football, there are definitely no two equal halves. And for both managers, they've done well by just making 2 substitutions at pace right there. For Spurs of Nigeria, the man who got a yellow card for Nigeria, Kevin Bassey, for tripping, has been substituted. And of course, we have seen Chidera Awaziem or Chiduke Awaziem has been introduced for Spurs of Nigeria, and of course for Fisel Dele Bashiru. He has also been substituted, and Paul Onuachu.
Chidozie Awaziem coming on for Calvin Barsi.
Paul Onuachu was there now.
Paul Onuachu still in the thick of it. Nigeria.
Oh, okay. Dele Bashir with the assist for Paul Onuachu.
Yes,
that's just one substitution for Nigeria. Talk about Chidozie Awaziem being introduced for Spurs of Nigeria. For Uganda, it's a triple substitution. Yeah, finally the goalkeeper Onyango has been taken out. Of course, Magola has been introduced, and Mutiaba has also seen enough. And the man who missed a penalty that was in the death of that game against Taifa Stars of Tanzania, Alan Okello, has also been introduced, and Omedi has seen enough, while Mokwala has been introduced for the Ugandans. Hopefully the Ugandans actually come out the more in this second 45 so that the game can be more interesting, of course, more fun-filled and indeed intriguing as well. In the first half, we said it was all about Super Eagles of Nigeria. We really want to see them being more involved in this second half so that we can definitely get to just know how these Super Eagles of Nigeria players are indeed worth, and of course how they also fare as well. Like one of the sport fans said, he really wants to see the goalkeeper Francis Odinaka Uzo being tested. So if the Ugandans don't come out, there's no way the goalkeeper will be tested.
That's right. And for the goalkeeper to be tested, then of course the attack line where they are just fortified with the introduction of a player like Allen, they will surely need to come into the thick of the action. We have a message. Actually, we ought to have taken this in at the end of the first 45 minutes. But reactions left, right, and center. But this is a big fan of Eagle 7 Sports Radio, Josien Ngozi, of course, listening from the Netherlands. She's listening in from the Netherlands, and she actually sent this message. Watching the match from the Netherlands and listening to you guys on radio, your voice on radio, that's better report than the Dutch commentator. Ooh, interesting from Josien. Thank you very much. And of course, the website is www.eagle7fm.com. 49 minutes gone down. It's a massive donut, ain't it? I mean, the ever-growing listeners of Eagle 7 Sports Radio across the globe.
Oh, well, we have said that going into the year 2026, it's just more than taking it away from terrestrial. We also want to take it online as well. That's why the sport fans can be rest assured that wherever they are, they don't have to worry about missing the crispy sound of Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM, www.eagle7fm.com. And of course, you can be well well connected wherever you are. You don't have to miss your favorite shows, your favorite presenters, or even miss your favorite sports radio station as well. Getting to have a listener sending a message all the way from Netherlands, Dutch. I mean, that's indeed so massive, and it shows that the sporting family, the sporting community is everly growing ever than before, and this is what we are so happy about. And we right here on this side of the divide, we will not rest on our oars or rest on our laurels. It's all about giving them a better, a bigger, of course, a bolder reason to sell their TV and of course buy a radio. And of course, in that other encounter involving the Taifa Stars of Tanzania versus the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia, who are for the Tanzanians, definitely they have gotten the leveler or the equalizer in that encounter. It was all about Novatus Miroshi. He slips it to Faisal Salum of Tanzania on the edge of the box, and he finds the bottom left corner with a great effort. The score is now 1-1 right there, and of course it has had an implication on the standings right there in Group C. For Spagos of Nigeria, still leading with all maximum 9 points, and of course for the Tunisians, they have been pegged back to 4 points. At Tanzania, they've got 2 points, and of course for the Cranes, they've got 1 point right there. Quite interesting right there in Group C.
Shortly, will they bring back Raymond Akparore on the line? We'll get his thoughts based on some of his substitution. Oh, Sime did rise. Whoa, side net in there. Bruno Onyemechi hitting that ferociously after Sime did rise, but then not rising high enough to get a good contact. A slicing one right there, but then nothing comes out as the Eagles continue to enjoy their slim advantage in this final Group C encounter. All right, we seem to have Raymond Akparore back on the line. Raymond, welcome back for the second 45 minutes.
Yeah, definitely, it's still the same action. I still want to believe that the Eagles will be more dominant in this half. I want to believe that one more goal will come in, and it won't be a surprise in any way, because apparently Nigeria has shown its superiority so far in this fixture. Our moving to the next round is no more in doubt. Perhaps just taking a look at the options before Eric Sekushel in the round of 16. Otherwise, the ticket for the next round is sealed and, of course, delivered. I want to believe, too, that we'll get a good selection. I hope the coach and the technical crew will be eagle-eyed enough to see which of these new substitutes, some of these players who could get a look in when we play a round of 16 encounter. But generally, it has been a good start, and I want to believe that the second half might be better. And I want to believe, too, that Eagles will just win the encounter. Even though I believe that a second goal will come. But if it ends this way, definitely we'll remain top of the group. And let's see who we are going to meet in the round of 16. It is not this round we're bothered about. It is the next stage. And, of course, the rest matches until victory at Afcon is realized. Many Nigerians have been dreaming to have the title once again after last success story in South Africa. We missed in Cote d'Ivoire last time out, and I think this could be an opportunity, particularly with no World Cup opportunity for Nigeria any longer. So we hope, let's see how the next couple of minutes will be in this encounter, and we hope Eric Sekushel must have taken appropriate notes of the options ahead of the next fixture.
All right. Okay, now, I mean, we've seen a substitution by Eric, bringing on Awaziem for Calvin Abasi. Perhaps there are more substitutions on the mind of the coach. Which department are you looking at? Maybe we should get fresh legs, since this is a dead rubber. We are already through to the round of 16, so let's give opportunities to those fringe players. Tell us some of those areas you'd expect the coach to ring the changes.
Absolutely, changes are expected. I want to believe that every other player that has not been tested in this Nations Cup should be tested at this point in time. The goalkeeper is proving himself already. Talking about Francis Zohor, he has not done badly, but I don't know if Nigerians, or particularly the technical crew, will see him as good enough to take over from Stanley Wambali in the next competitive stage of the competition. But for others who are in or those who are not in, I hope Eric Sekuchel would bring those areas, those players who could possibly play the next round of matches. But everybody's in the Nations Cup to play and of course represent Nigeria very well. If I'm a player, I won't be comfortable sitting on the bench all through. So for those who did not play against Tanzania, those who did not play against Tunisia, and those who have not played against Uganda in this encounter, I want the coach to throw them in. Let's see what they can do. Some of us have not had the privilege of watching them properly in the Super Eagles, not even their training session. This is a rare opportunity. Particularly, almost all of them are in Europe. It's not everybody that really have opportunity of seeing them regularly, so we can assess them fully. But it's a match situation. Let's see what they can do so that we cannot say, okay, here are better options. This guy could come in for this one can stand in, and of course this one can just be a reserve and all of that. I think the choice is before the gaffer, Eric Sekuchel.
All right, then. Thanks so very much, Raymond. We'll get right back to you during the course of the second 45 minutes where, well, I'd say that's continued pretty much the same way the first half went, save for, it looks as if the Ugandans are now conscious of the fact that they are staring elimination in the eyes, don't know.
Well, it seems as if they've actually heard from. Something has happened right there in that encounter. Yes, the goalkeeper, Toba Salim, seems as if he actually got the ball with his hands.
A red card?
Yes, outside of the penalty area, just as you passed the mic to me. It was a counter attack for Spurs of Nigeria because of Victor James Osimhen, who was looking at lobbing the ball over the goalkeeper.
A straight red card.
He was way outside of his penalty box, and guess what? He handled the ball with his hand. Maybe that was why Paul Put was actually
stayed put.
Yes,
with Nyango.
He stayed put with Nyango right there. And now Salim, you can see the players on the bench.
Goodness,
they buried their face in their palm. How on earth did Salim make that mistake? That's what you call a schoolboy error. This is a football at its apex. You know that you were way out of your line. There are other things you could have done right here. Maybe just allow the player to just be through on goal, of course, score. Once again, what was he thinking? Way outside of his penalty box. Way outside of his penalty box.
I missed this action, you know. Goodness me.
It was when Raymond was just speaking to you. It was a pass up from the half of Super Eagles of Nigeria by Samuel Chukwueze. Victor James Osimhen wanted to lob the goalkeeper. He was way outside of his penalty box, used his right hand to save that one, and of course, it's a red card to the goalkeeper right there.
Being reduced to 10 men. That's not good at all for a side who's already trailing by a lone goal and need a victory, at least for qualification. Not really bothered about the other results, even if they were to bother. The other results seems to be going their way at the moment because it's a 1-1 draw right there. They are getting ready to introduce the third choice goalkeeper.
And it's quite interesting that it's the third choice goalkeeper that is done in the just number 1. How ironical.
And he's the youngest of them. Wow.
I'm sure that coming to this game, man never thought or envisaged that he was going to feature in this encounter. That's how football works. You never say never.
Exactly. I'm very sure he would have sat there just watching the second choice keeper warming up. Well, one day it will be my turn. And here we go.
It's actually going from bow to from fry pan to fire for the Cranes of Uganda. Coming to the second 45, not like they actually did better than what they did in the first half. It was just about Super Eagles of Nigeria continue from where they left off in the first half. And let me just touch on that substitution that was done by Eric Sekuchel. I think that indeed that was a smart one right there, considering the fact that for Kevin Bassey, he had already picked up a yellow card. So basically, it was indeed sensible that you had to take him out. Don't risk it at all. He was doing a yeoman's job on Uchenna Ikpeazu, and of course he just had to take him out because he has already been yellow carded. And we are talking about other players like Victor James Osimhen still keeping their cool in this encounter, and so far so good. We have not really seen that temperament coming from Victor James Osimhen. And yes, Alionzi has been, or rather Al Hassan has been sacrificed.
Baba Al Hassan.
Yes, he has been sacrificed for the young goalkeeper who has now come in and make that a 10 against 11 for the Cranes of Uganda against Super Eagles of Nigeria. How well would they be able to hold on? I mean, just make that already 59, 60 minutes on the clock. So basically, they'll be playing with 10 men for half an hour in this encounter. It doesn't look good at all for the Cranes of Uganda. And I feel that with this, they will still just get to concede as well. Considering the fact that even in that other game as well, maybe the scoreline so far so good, it still favors them. Tanzania, Tunisia, once again, that was indeed a schoolboy error and a needless mistake coming from that second choice goalkeeper who has now been given an early shower.
All right, the new shotstopper Nafian Alonzie, who plays straight out there in Ethiopian top flight Defense Forces Football Club, comes in. A third choice keeper, 60 minutes of football played in first. Uganda nil, Nigeria nil.
You mean Uganda nil, Nigeria 1?
Did I just say that?
Said goalless.
Uganda nil, Nigeria 1, actually. And the first test for Alonze is a set piece to be taken. I see Moses Simon and Samuel Chukwueze. Who leaves it for who? We'll find out. Samuel takes it. Wow.
Absolutely poor. Wayward, and of course, calamicious coming from Samuel Chukwueze.
Surely.
There was no way that was going to threaten the goalkeeper at all. I guess man was just looking to hit the top right corner, but it was always going high and beyond. So way above the net right there. That was indeed wasteful coming from Samuel Chukwueze. Already an half what we play right there in first. Morocco still Uganda nil, Super Eagles of Nigeria 1. Quickly, let's look at the statistics. So far, so good in this encounter, despite the fact that we've already established that for Super Eagles of Nigeria, they are dominating all departments. Shot on targets is still nil to Uganda. That means that for France Odinakauzo, he is yet to be tested in this encounter. And shot on target 2 to Nigeria, shot off target 3-2, block shots 1-0, ball possession 34% to Uganda, 66 to Nigeria, corner kicks 1-2, offside 2-2, fouls 4-10, throw-ins 8-12, yellow cards 0-1, red cards 1-0, crosses 1-8, counter attacks 1-0, goalkeeper saves 1-0, goal kicks 3-5. Most important start after 61 minutes right then first. Morocco still Uganda nil, and of course Nigeria 1. Perhaps I just thumbed on your listening device. For Ugandans, they've gotten a player sent off.
Surely they got their goalkeeper sent off for handling the ball outside of its area. And right now, Nigeria have indeed been stringing the passes, a total of 263 passes compared to Uganda's 113, with a man down for the Cranes. You'd expect Super Eagles to take total control of this one. That's what they are doing, but total control in this context will surely mean the scoreboard changing every now and then. Here they come, the Super Eagles! They took it right out of my mouth. Frank Onyedika.
A beautiful goal right there, being scored by Frank Onyedika. Just look at that throw. It was taken quickly from the right-hand side. Yes, one pass into the penalty box, and of course for Frank Onyedika, just went past all of the defenders like Otnap going through Bota. And for the goalkeeper, how on earth did that ball just go in between his legs?
I was going to ask you when it was coming on.
He didn't look so
convincing. Does it strike you as a goalkeeper? Well, it didn't strike me as one.
Like I said, I don't think he thought that I was going to come into this game and of course to play. Just look at that ball right there.
Wow.
In between his legs.
Onyedika saw it.
Yes, beaten by his neck.
And exploited it.
I recall that while playing football back then, they would always say that as a goalkeeper, you don't get beaten by your near post. And for this man, he was beaten by his near post. A ball went in between his legs.
Especially a nutmeg. That's the worst.
Even the players on the bench right there, they don't seem to be so confident in him. He's the third choice goalkeeper for a reason. And you are keeping against a team like Super Eagles of Nigeria. For me, I just want Victor James Osimhen to get on the score sheet. Right about now, I don't think that we will now shout on top of our voices when Super Eagles of Nigeria score again. It's not like a given that Super Eagles of Nigeria should definitely get some as 1-3 points. 2-0. They've got the numerical advantage. Whatever happens from now on will just be a bonus. We just want Victor James Osimhen to also get on the score sheet, considering the fact that he's the skipper of the team.
I think Victor Osimhen should be rested. There's really no point. If he's going to score, he would score. But if it's about chasing down the Yakini record, I really don't think this game is looking like one that, yes, let me not
talk of the devil, Victor James Osimhen.
Before I go, you make me eat my word.
Oh, well, I think he pushed that ball too much. A beautiful through pass, but then again, caught offside once again.
Running through right there, Victor Osimhen, but then just mistiming his run. Well, look at that again. Ow.
It took flight before the defenders.
An inch offside. And this time the goalkeeper does well anyway.
It was Osimhen who pushed that ball too much.
He wanted the ball quicker than he actually did get it. Uganda nil, Nigeria 2. Nigeria top in the group on 9 points. Tunisia second and 4. Tanzania now moved to 2 points. And Uganda wallowing at the bottom on a point.
And they still keep on conceding goals. This is their 6th goal they've considered this ongoing AFCON. Being able to score just one, that's +6, or rather -6 + 1. That gives you -5 goal difference. So it doesn't look good at all. Even if you want to qualify as a third best placed team, you still need to have a good goal difference.
Good goal difference, because at the end of it, that is what will always come first. Head-to-head advantage. Samuel Chukwueze seems to be the most fouled Nigeria in this game.
He was brought down by his brother.
Ikpeazu. Well, look at that again. Ikpeazu actually won the ball, but he used his body. You know how physical he is. That's one of his strengths, anyway.
Well, beyond using his body, yes, that's why the Benin referee has actually brandished a yellow card to him. I think he actually used his elbow to shield the ball, and the elbow just caught Samuel Chukwueze. That was indeed dangerous play, violence conduct, and that was why he got a yellow card.
And he misses next match.
Yeah, that will be in Kenya, Tanzania, of course, Uganda, if they qualify.
All right. Yeah, he misses next match. The guy will be like, oh yeah,
2027.
I hear you, my people. Uganda 0, Nigeria 2, and still Nigeria.
Oh, that's actually their country.
Of course.
Yeah, they are co-hosting the next edition of the AFCON.
Ikpeazu, hopefully, he just started playing for this, this team in 2025. It's not like he's always been there.
Because age is no longer on his side. He just had to choose the Ugandans. I'm sure in his mind, he wanted to play for Spikes of Nigeria.
He waited and waited. As soon as no answer him now. A guy waka. Oh, Samuel, this should be in. Yes, surely. Good kudos has to go to Samuel Chukwueze for the hard work done to feed Onyedika his second goal. It's a brace.
You know, when
the club roots man.
When the camera pans on the goalkeeper, I just feel so sorry for him. Man is like, nothing they do for you.
I asked you a question, Donna. Does this strike you as a goalkeeper?
I mean, I feel so sorry for him. He has no idea what is happening, what is going on against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well, let's just describe the goal. That was indeed a beautiful pass coming from Paul Onuachu, and now found
Samuel Chukwueze
from
on the right
side. Yes, in his favorite position.
Oh.
He just did well by dancing past his
Caught in the second.
Yes, went into the penalty box, so cutting the man, and of course just laid a beautiful pass towards the part of
a sitter.
Yes, a sitter for Frank Onyedika. And of course, Frank Onyedika just found the bottom left corner. The goalkeeper went the wrong way. It seems as if it was a penalty. Make that a bracer for Frank Onyedika. And of course, for the goalkeeper, he has now been beaten twice in this encounter. 3-0 in favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Make this their 9th goal of this current AFCON as well. A whole lot of records being broken by Super Eagles of Nigeria in this current AFCON that they are currently playing. Talking about goals that have been scored, because I mean, in the last game, it was the 149th goal that was scored by Ademola Lookman. So the 150th goal of this AFCON, or rather the 150th goal of Nigeria at any AFCON was scored by Paul Onuachu. 151st was scored by Onyedika. 152nd was also scored by Raphael Onyedika.
Still counting surely for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and Raphael Onyedika is a one player who hasn't really enjoyed game time under Eric Shell, and if we are talking about those who might be standing a chance of gate crashing perhaps into the squad that will be playing in the round of 16, Onyedika's name would be top right there. A brace for Nigeria this evening for the Club Brugge midfielder, a solid midfielder indeed. He is right about now. Like I said, Donald, this is one man. I don't know what the problem is, but it doesn't seem to impress Eric Shell.
Well, it's not a matter of just impressing Eric Shell, but then again, when you look at the first team, of course, those anointed players, who among those players do you think that he can just ordinarily bench?
I thought, for instance, when he was taking out the tank,
yeah,
a player like Onyedika should have been introduced, like for like. But that was
maybe that's not what the gaffer actually wants. At the end of the day, it boils down to what the backroom crew actually wants. Maybe they want a player that can do it by defending as well. For Onyedika, his strength is not defending. He's actually adding more bodies to the attack. And of course, he's more of a creative midfielder than a defensive midfielder. Maybe that's not what the gaffer actually wants at the end of the day. But then again, he might have scored 2 goals. What is the quality of the opposition like Uganda? That's why it's difficult to say, oh, this player can get crash the senior men's national team. Okay, it's both senior, but I mean the first starting 11 when we get into the round of 16, whereby it's indeed a more competitive game. You cannot really say a whole lot about them because Ugandans are not even giving anything in this game. When it was 11-11, they were not coming out. I did say off mic that I want them to come out the more in the second 45 so that the game can be more interesting. And now they've even gone down by 1 man. Super Eagles of Nigeria having the numerical advantage. And guess what? They got a brace. But still, it is not enough yardstick for you to say, oh, for someone like Onyedika, he should actually get crashed. How he's doing is good. Come off the bench and try as much as possible to impress not just the gaffer but Nigerians as well. And everyone will say, yes, it's as crystal clear that truly you deserve a starting shirt for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But so far so good. When you look at players like Wife Onyendidi, man is reborn at this Afcon. When you talk about Alexander Iwobi, he's also reborn as well. You look at Frank the Tank Onyeka as well, he's also reborn as well. So looking at all of those midfielders, I don't think that there's any player he can indeed replace or even bench.
Wow.
He still needs to come off the bench.
All right. It still has to really fight for a started shirt, but for now, it should be content with coming off the bench for the Super Eagles. Who wouldn't in a star-studded Super Eagles lineup like this one? Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. It's the ultimate football experience. Nigeria in cruise control after 70 minutes against Uganda. It's 3-0. Actually, Onyedika, the man, just bagged a second goal in a space of 5 minutes as the Super Eagles are soaring in first. Who can stop this Super Eagles right now? Still early days, I understand, Donald, but if I'm to ask you now, let's look at some of the teams that have impressed, the so-called big teams that have impressed. I'm very sure you will struggle to mention 3 of them.
That's why I said earlier that no team has been able to score as many as 5 goals. So proud to this 3 that's being scored by Super Eagles of Nigeria at this current ongoing Afcon. You talk about the big teams, the defending champions, they've been struggling. Talk about the Elephants of Ivory Coast. You look at the host nation as well, the Atlas of Morocco. We saw they even struggled to beat the Sri Lankans of Comoros. Even though they won that game, we felt that it was not a convincing win. You talk about the Pharaohs of Egypt as well. Their last game, it was a frustrating goalless draw. You talk about the Senegalese as well. These are the top nations that ordinarily you point to them as title contenders and not title pretenders. And so far so good. They've not really been swashbuckling. That's not to say that they will not grow as the tournaments are progressive, but we are talking based on what we have seen, based on the games that they have played so far so good. I don't think that they can actually strike fear into the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It is even other nations that will be scared of Super Eagles of Nigeria. And it must be noted that we are not saying this because we are Nigerians or because we are actually being patriotic. We are saying it based on how they've played. We saw Super Eagles of Nigeria against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. We felt that the game was going to be killing more contested. But guess what? They were blown out of the water for close to 60-70 minutes. We did not see the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia at all. And at the end of the day, that game actually answers the question of who can stop the Eagles. Only the Eagles can stop themselves if they are not rock solid defensively or watertight defensively. Because at the end of the day, you can be scoring all of the goals, but if your defense is leaky, then there's nothing that can happen. And of course, they must not have at the back of their mind that, oh, they have arrived. Take it game per game. Take it one step at a time. Because football is so crazy. It's just like what happened in 2021 with Augustine Owens Terezu Eguavoin. We won all the matches in the group stages. Guess what? The round of 16, we lost to a COVID-hit Tunisian side. That's what can happen in a game of football. Stars don't win you games. It boils down to the mentality. It boils down to the doggedness. It boils down to how much you truly want the game. You must play. You must be willing for you to win. That's why certain Delima said that Galacticos don't win you the UEFA Champions League. You must be willing to pull the chestnut out of the fire. So yes, we can sound so philosophical. We can wax lyrical about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We can be so carried away emotionally because and now they've scored as much as 3 goals and say no one can stop us. But guess what? The team can stop themselves just as they were stopped against the Congolese, yes, during the World Cup qualifiers. We saw happen. Victor James Osimhen was out of the team. What happened? Now look at Osimhen. What if he's taken out of the team? Who can you point to and say, oh, he will deliver the goals for Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Well, I'll point to Onyedika, who before now has just scored a goal for Nigeria and has actually got 2 in a game.
So
and
it
we
means
have
that
like
it means that
17 minutes to go.
every opposition will be like Uganda, and they will play
No,
a man less.
I think the stronger they come, the better we get to see the Eagles play. That's
the thing.
That's what I think is just playing out. Oh, coming close again. Simon Moses wanting to use his body to just shepherd that goal, that ball into the back of the net. But it was not to be. Dominance. It's all about total control for the national team. How long can the Cranes hold on? 3-0. It sounds more like a decent scoreline, but the Eagles are looking insatiable as they finally allow the Ugandans a go back. That's the Achilles of the national team, often losing focus, often.
You see, they've answered your question.
Taking the attention of the big picture. We look at that again. Where's the defending?
A defense and splitting pass right there. They were in no man's land. They were in their 6 and 7s. Look at that beautiful pass coming from Alan Kello. That was the man who actually missed the penalty in their last game against the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. The first time that we saw...
They wanted him tested.
Yes, he got tested, and of course, guess what?
Yes.
He tested positive.
He fluffed it. He flunked it big time.
He has made no save in this encounter, and of course, it's the first one against Mato, the man who was brought in the second 45. It's into the back of the net. The Cranes of Uganda, they put one back. That's the hallmark of Super Eagles of Nigeria, not being able to keep a clean sheet. I mean, I was about saying it earlier that now that we are 3 goals to the goals, that maybe the highlights of the team will not be to try as much as possible to keep a clean sheet. But right about now, they have flopped that chance, and it will be double substitution for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Paul Onuachu has definitely seen enough.
Paul Onuachu, a goal for Nigeria, strolls out as Zaidu Sanusi makes a return after setting out Nigeria's victory over Tunisia. Let the party begin. That's the body language of the Nigerian supporters. While for the Ugandans, it's about a comeback, possibly 77 minutes.
I don't think they can actually come back in this game. But this goes to show that we still need a whole lot of work to be done defensively. Yeah, Paul Onuachu out for Tochukwu Nnadi.
Okay, Tochukwu Nnadi, a man who seems they are stinted his air, the only player. Okay, maybe
alongside Victor
Osimhen. Yes, of course.
But for Osimhen, maybe just only tinted the upper parts, and for Tochukwu Nnadi, it's the entire head that he has tinted.
Let's see what the new legs can bring into this already cruising Super Eagles team.
Bruno Onyemechi out for Zaidu Sanusi.
And of course, it is Samuel Chukwueze on the ball to the man who got the brace, Onyedika.
Well, in the other game as well, still 1-1 involving Tunisia and Tanzania as well.
All right, 1-1 there. If it stays that way, you know the teams that will match on. Nigeria, Tunisia, of course. Awaziem was caught ball watching. Nigeria now taking it slowly as they pass the ball around. Just near the center circle. Moses Simon will deck you straight to the ward of Raymond shortly. Raymond, are you on the line, Raymond?
Yes. I've been on the line. I've been on standby.
All right,
Hello,
trust you. Mr. Flawless, talk to us. I mean, one has gone in. We have fear now, don't we?
Yeah, Rafael Oyedika, that's the name on everybody's lip at the joint business center inside the National Stadium, inside the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. Because it's actually a viewing center put in place by the Lagos State government. As action is also taking place at the National Stadium. A lot of fans are there, most fans are there, and of course excited about the score line so far as this match is concerned. Rafa Yedika have done well, and of course the Eagles have done well generally. But of course, you can't be sure they will not too excited about the space that the Ugandans got ahead that goal. So the question now is, can we not have the Super Eagles playing again without conceding a goal? So that's the challenge before the technical crew. We want a clean slate. It is possible, but when you dominate your opponent and suddenly you taint it or you stain it with an unexpected goal, then it causes for a lot of questions. People will be worried about your capability. For instance, when you are leading 1-0, is it that a goal must be considered? So that's what the technical crew should work on, so that he goes, particularly when it's about the 70th minute upward, as it were against Tunisia. We have to really think of an option so that we remain tight and clean. And for Uganda, for me, I'm happy because I told you some years ago, Eagles labored to a scoreless draw with Uganda. That was the last encounter between Nigeria and Uganda, I can remember, at Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium. No goal, and we had a great generation of Nigerian players. The moments after the Nations Cup, playing against the Uganda team. But today they are falling like a pack of cards. 3-1, not a bad one. Paul Puts, the manager, a very experienced coach, a fine traveler as far as African football is concerned. It's amused with the scoreline. They wanted to rattle the Eagles. They want to rattle the Eagles, but of course, Eagles are coming out clean. Despite the complaints over that long goal they have scored, I think the Eagles have been able to show that they are the superior side as far as this fixture is concerned. Topping the group is not, how do you call it, a fluke in any way. Maximum goal poacher.
Well, of course, Mr. Flawless, I know we can't exhaust you, so let's just hold on a bit. We'll return to you after we have read the comments. We have them plenty right now. Thanks so very much, Raymond. Mr. Flawless, all the way from the Taslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. It's all about taking you everywhere during the action. So we have messages to take. While, of course, I'm reading these. Donald has got his eye fixated on the action. Hello, sports fan. I'm on transit listening to your commentary. Good job. The coach should please substitute Victor Osimhen. I know one year say he pick up injury or avoidable red card. This is Caleb from Iyano.
Caleb from Iyano.
Oh, Caleb. Okay, sorry, Caleb. My bad. Caleb from Iyano. Ilogbo. Okay, thank you, Caleb. Next is Olokpade Shakiru. As the tournament progresses into knockout stage, let's Super Eagles work on their defense, as most matches will be more competitive and keenly contested. And then you also join us. Can Super Eagles keep a clean sheet? I'm not okay with Uganda goal at all. Nigeria don't keep clean sheet like Chelsea. What's his name? Another one without a name. Okay, no, sorry, Shomori no, that's not Mayowa
from Shomori, right there in Bantoko.
82 minutes right there in first. Keep your comments.
MGP on a lighter note. Why is Samuel Chukwueze's lips shining?
Oh no, lip gloss.
Okay, now lip gloss.
Have you not been at the color?
Me, I'd say maybe chop up off half.
He uses something like lip gloss. I don't know what they call it, but you know
it's
that.
lip gloss.
Lip gloss, right? Okay. All right, Nigeria with the set piece, but this time it will not trouble the goalkeeper of Uganda. 83 minutes. 070022551037 0812-782-8497. Let me take the numbers again. You can start calling actually. 0700 22551037. If you're calling from outside the country, +234. Don't forget that. 0700 22551037 or 0812-782-8497. 0812-782-8497. Here comes another comment on WhatsApp. Adeyemi from Benin Republic.
Chijuke.
Who is that?
That's
Ejuke?
Yeah, Ejuke.
Okay,
Chidera.
okay. Chiduke Ejuke is still on the use. Make them use them now so you all can see that any shot on target against us is a potential goal. So sad. Okay. Thank you very much, Adeyemi, all the way from Benin Republic. Congratulations to Benin Republic. You know,
qualifying to the round of 16 of the ongoing Afcon. What a job being done by
Adeyemi, congratulations, okay?
They've got a dead rubber game later today against the
neighbors.
Senegalese right there. I'll talk about Benin. It's also a Benin referee. And I think that so far so good. Man has been on top of this game. He has not really put in any questionable points. MGP, why this conversation off mic? I think we should bring it on mic.
Yeah, we did.
What do you make of this? I recall that in the last game I saw, Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Tunisian side, it was a Malian referee, and I said, oh, the gaffer of Super Eagles of Nigeria is a Malian. Maybe we should not say much about that one. Let's not actually just make a mountain out of a molehill. But looking at this game, it's a West African nation in Super Eagles of Nigeria, Wafu B. You've got a referee from West Africa, Wafu B as well. Before we continue, let's be at the phone line.
Yes, we have to. Hello. Ooh, we lost it, right? Okay, do well to call back.
So does really portray fairness and, of course, credibility in football? Because I know how Nigerians would have cried blue mother if this were to be the other way around.
Ikpeazu has been substituted, by the way. The Nigerian who, of course, plays for Uganda. He has a Nigerian father and Ugandan mother. Okay,
so Mugabe has now been introduced for Uche Ikpeazu.
He's such a star. You can see them celebrating him.
It has been said that one, I don't think they talk and say, one blind eye man is the king in the land of the blind.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, with all due respect to
works. It works in this context. Okay, yeah, back to your, integrity check.
Yes, so for the referee, a West African from Wafubi, same region, same sub-region, officiating a game involving the same region as well. For me, I think that that really does not go all well with me. I think CAF really needs to look into that matter. Like I said, if it were to be the other way around, I think that Nigerians will definitely cry blue mother. However, I want to look at it, football, we often see that football one game without violence. Not just that as well, but also it's all about credibility as well. And that's why NFF has saying that if the Congolese have actually used an ineligible player, it's not a matter of emotions. We just have to stick by the rules or go by the rules. And of course, everything has to be credible. Everything has to be free and fair, just to show that no one is actually being given an undue advantage or favor. And I think that in this one, there's no free, fair, and of course credibility at all. Yeah, finally, Victor James Osimhen has seen enough. 86 minutes on the clock. He hands over the armband to Moses Daddy Angela Simon.
So we can safely say Victor Moses toiled in vain.
Not really.
Yeah, he did.
He led by example.
We thought he was going to score.
Having the captain's armband also he gave him this sense of leadership, and you could say that his temperament was in check.
Akor Adams comes on for Victor Osimhen, who definitely can't find the back of the net in today's game. However, he's surely represented Nigeria to the best of his ability. We have a call. All right, we'll take that call. Please go ahead and call us on WhatsApp 0706 7280732. I repeat, 0706 7280732. Call on WhatsApp or send in a message. While if you want the direct line, this is the number to dial: 0700-2255-1037, 0700-2255-1037, or 0812-7828-497. I got this message, okay? All right. This is, hope you saw our boys. They will show DR Congo Pepe. What Nigeria cannot do, we will do for them. Our ball. Oh, okay.
He's talking about Benin.
I was lost, okay. I need to understand this. Now I know where you're coming from. Yes, of course, we saw your boys. And he says they will show DR Congo Pepe. What Nigeria couldn't do, that's what they'll do for them. Our ball has evolved. Sadly, Nigerians won't go far in this competition. This guy spoiled this in comment. This last one. He says this competition because they don't have goalkeeper. Wow.
Is Stanley Wambali a bricklayer?
Wow. He's a defender. I mean, you don't come, Abi. Anyway, thanks for your comment. Next from Lawrence Coyote Adeleke, you're doing a good job. Really enjoying your commentary. I think our defense needs to improve their game. And please kindly tell coach to substitute Osimhen to avoid injury. To avoid.
He has done that.
Yeah, for me for one chance. To avoid injury, okay? Well done. He's actually done that, okay? He don't heed to your candid advice. It's 90 minutes on the clock. 90 minutes exhausted.
And in the other game as well, 90 plus 2, Tanzania 1, Tunisia 1. You see, that's why we said earlier that for Tanzania, they are not the whooping boys of the group.
No,
and I said, I will not be surprised if they get a point off the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. What a job they are currently doing against the Carthage Eagles.
Our ZM has just incurred the wrath of the Beninese with a yellow card, challenge on Uganda attacker there. He thought he had won the ball. The referee thinks otherwise, so he does shown him a yellow card. So they win a set piece. Just in the far left corner. The messages, just keep them coming, keep them coming. Please, who's Nigeria playing in the round of 16? You're doing a wonderful and great job. Thank you very much. Yes, of course, we know that Nigeria likely to take on Mozambique, but we'll just confirm that.
Those are just still permutations.
Permutations, you know, we're supposed to play one of the, best third place teams. So we keep our fingers crossed and we'll let you know, hopefully before the end of the broadcast. 4 added minutes by the fourth official as the Cranes will take this one. Number 7 man goes for goal, but it's a wasteful attempt by Mato. Arguably their best player in this game. Now wearing the captain's armband after the captain of the side, Nyango, could not continue, and the captain's armband to the second choice goalkeeper who saw a red card, ultimately landing to Mato in jersey number 7.
I think it's one of the reasons the team considered as much as 3 goals.
Yeah.
And maybe if we were still in this game, talk about the second choice goalkeeper, they probably wouldn't have considered as much as 3 goals. It was when they got that red card and Super Eagles of Nigeria had the numerical advantage. That was when both the goals came in quick succession. That's not to say that Super Eagles wouldn't have still gone on to win, but I feel that they made the job easier and of course even cheaper for Super Eagles of Nigeria.
And of course, speaking of making the job easier or simpler, that's what you do. When, of course, you call into a radio station, you make the job simple and, of course, lovely for us. 0700 22551037. 0700 22551037 or 0812 782 8497. Here we go, Donald. We have a call now. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, my name is Oga Jeremiah. I'm calling from Papa.
Okay.
I thank God that Nigeria are winning this match. But Nigeria needs to be scoring more goals and progress to final and bring the Nation Cup come.
Okay.
Because the last Nation Cup that Nigeria had played in Cote d'Ivoire, they never played that match like say the leaders. It's becoming a big question. We say your next one, now trophy we need, now Afcon we need, and then we shall continue to keep winning the time when we will bring the Afcon Cup.
All right.
Thank God. Thank you. God bless the nation.
All right.
People have done a lot of job. Maximum great social.
Thank you.
Attack. Big player. Now good evening from the studio.
It sounds like this viral, line they use on this TikTok. What's that? Atasa or something?
Oh, Atasa. Yes, Atasa Lawal has been brought in.
Atasa.
Samuel Chukwueze has been taken out.
Don't run. Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM.
In the other game, MGP is done and dusted. Tunisia won, Tanzania won. They shared the spoils.
All right, so Tunisia most definitely through to the next round, while Tanzania, I don't even think they should wait. They should just get going. 2 points. 2 points won't suffice for that fourth sports. Yeah, 4 free sports to be added right there. It's the Afcon 2025 right here. The corner kick given to Uganda in the 5th minute. We've seen the 4th minute exhausted, and surely that will be it. Francis Uzoa
is done and dusted.
Is conceded. Final, the whistle goes for the full time. Nigeria keeping all 9 points in the group stage of the 2025 Afcon, just as it did in 2021, ensuring that It's all right. Full time right there. Nigeria has become the first team at this year's tournament to finish group winners with 3 wins in 3 games. So we are through, ladies and gentlemen. Raymond, full time. Nigeria getting all 9 points.
Yeah, good record for the Super Eagles. I must say congratulations to them. Perhaps if we have seen this kind of goals during the World Cup qualifiers, but may have been after the World Cup. We are still lamenting, but perhaps the excitement will come should Eagles win the Africa Cup of Nations. I've told them before that all they need to do is to give us victory in the Africa Cup of Nations and one last in 2013. Good performance against the Uganda team. 9 goals in 3 matches. Very 8 goals actually in 3 matches. It's not an easy feat. I want to believe that they will improve on this and get prepared for the next challenge, the crucial round of 16 game. And I hope too that the coaching crew, the Nigerian Football Federation, and indeed the Nigerian delegation to Morocco will inspire the team. But we don't hear talks about old monies and all again. They'll be getting improved payments, and I hope there wouldn't be any tension again. So they look forward to the round of 16. So kudos to the team. Well done, Super Eagles, and we hope it's going to be better next time out.
Our prayer, hoping it will keep getting better for the national team. Okay, so I mean, Raymond, looking at this game, what are the lessons learned? It's so important that we go away with positives. For you, what are the positives?
The positives are no, at least for once, we are seeing the goals from Super Eagles. The goals are coming as we want them to come. As I said, but as we had it goes like this in earlier matches at World Cup qualifiers, we may have picked the ticket for the World Cup. There's some form of urgency in play of the Eagles. There's organization. There's determination, which was lacking during the World Cup qualifiers. I've seen a lot of difference. Apparently, even the coach seems to have understood the Nigerians, and even those who have done the playing before, those who he has been seeing at training, he has been able to see one or two things from them in today's game. So we want to believe that things will be better. But Massimo Goalkeeper, we have our youthful coach, Talawa Abiodun, respected the youth coach.
Yeah.
Let's have his impression.
Yes, please.
Talawa Abiodun, this Eagle 7 Sports Radio. Tell us your impression about this game.
We are talking about today's game. It is a very mature game that I think with our boys display today. They displayed a very maturely. They play good football, which what we have been expecting from them, they displayed it for us. Then this one giving us confidence on the coach, because we can see the improvement. Each matches we improve. Each matches you see different things from these boys. You see different things in the team. So definitely we are growing, and I believe we will do better.
If you are the coach, would you get some of these guys who played today, some of the newcomers in the next game, round of 16, allow?
We've already have our team, which they are the winning team. It's only one or two that we can still inject into the team that I believe they can work better. Like when it's changing the up front, Paul Onashu have space there in the team. Then I believe with the what is this left foot Chukwueze. Samuel Chukwueze. He has a chance in the team. So I believe those ones they are doing well.
We want to support Francis Zoho too. Can he come in at this point? We don't know what will happen to Wambali ahead of the next game.
I pray Wambali should get better, because those are the winning team. I don't think we should gamble on that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Salah Abiodun. So, Massimo Goalkeeper.
Interesting.
That's a summary of from Salah Abiodun. And as I said earlier, we hope the coach has seen the good and of course the bad of this team. And as he put it, we have our first 11. But the coach has the final say ahead of the next fixture.
All right. Thanks so very much, Raymond. We go again once, of course, the round of 16 is upon us, and that will surely be in 2026. See you next year. All right. Thank you so very much. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello?
Hello, MGP.
Yeah, maximum respect.
Yeah. Good evening. This is Michael JP.
Hey, Michael. Welcome. Compliments.
Wish you same. Greetings to Donaldo.
Yeah. Good evening, Michael JP.
Yeah. Well, it's good a thing that we have qualified, and at least some smiles have been put into the faces of Nigerians. At least for the loss of the World Cup ticket is where we are getting over it. But certain things also needs to be injected into this team. You know, like your mantra, MGP, is attack. You see, we need to keep having that injected into the vibe, into the blood of the Super Eagles. Irrespective of the tempo of the game, that's attack must be injected. You see, the goals we are conceding, I mean, yeah, they could mess us up. Thank God we're having teams that are not teams that can close up their back line, and we will find it difficult to penetrate. Look at the game of Tanzania when it was 1-1. I mean, one positive thing I saw in the team was the ability to score again quickly. Within 2 minutes of the Tanzanian goal, or let's say 5 minutes, they were able to come up again. But why allow the goal to in the first place? And you saw the way they were wobbling our defense line, I mean, in that match. Coming to the second match again against Tunisia, from being 3 goals up, we lost focus, lost concentration, and 2 goals went in pew. I mean, before we became serious and tidied up things. What if it was just one goal we're leading the Tunisians? Are we saying we'll have lost that match? See, and that's another positive thing. They were able to score 3 quick goals and could have increased it if not for the finesse that was lacking in some of those goals. And it should have been 5 goals up.
All right.
See, now in this third game, we saw how we lost focus again and couldn't keep a clean sheet despite being, having a superior man advantage. All right. That's something the technical team should help us to look into the team, so that going as we move into this the knockout stages, we will not fall victims of our own doing.
All right.
We want them to come back with the cup, at least a big consolation for the loss of the World Cup.
Nice one.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your. I don't know whether I'm still considering now. I'm listening to my radio. If I sell my TV now, which radio would I buy again now? MGP.
May you go meet the guy with the advice now.
Sell am. We did that for you.
Even me, I go do my house. I will call reason this advice. All right, thanks anyway, Michael JP. All right, Donald, before I get your honest thoughts on this game, let's just let listeners know that after Nigeria's 3-1 win over Uganda and Tunisia's 1-0 draw with Tanzania, and here's how the Group C ends. Nigeria finished top of Group C with 9 points, maintaining 100% record. Tunisia are second with 4 points, with 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 defeat. So both Nigeria and Tunisia qualify for the round of 16 as top 2 teams, while Tanzania, third in this group with 2 points, also advance on account of being one of the best 4 third-place sides. All right. So, and this is the table for the 4 best placed teams right now. We have Mozambique, Benin Republic, Sudan, and of course, Tanzania. Mozambique on 3 points. They played 2 games. Benin same. And Sudan, all have played 2 games apiece on 3 points. For Tanzania, it's 3 games done and dusted, and they have just 2 points. The best third place teams as it stands, Donald Senna.
Well, it's as simple as that. The Mambas, the Cheetahs, the Jeddah Falcons of Sudan, of course, the Taifa Stars of Tanzania, tells you a whole lot about what happened in the group stage of this Total Energies African Cup of Nations. Even for a team like the Eagles of Mali, MGP, they didn't win any game. They drew all their 3 games, 1-1, 1-1, 0-0, and it was still enough for them to qualify into the next round of the Africa Cup of Nations. But away from that to the game of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, yes, indeed, it was actually expected that Super Eagles of Nigeria were going to get all maximum 3 points against the Cranes of Uganda, and indeed, that was what happened. The same result was also the same result that the Tunisians got against this same Ugandan side right there, 3-1, and of course the same thing for Super Eagles of Nigeria as well.
Yeah, you're on the ultimate football experience. Hello, good evening. Okay, you're not ready. Do call us back while I take the message I have here from Caleb. Even if the Super Eagles win this tournament, it's nothing to me, as I'm still pained they didn't qualify to the World Cup.
MGP, let me ask you this question as well. But before then, after this call.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, my attack. I beg, every time I could get the same TV, maybe go and buy Ufa. You get Ufa,
I'm gonna make sense.
Go and buy so you go see the listen, you go listen to more.
The thing go vibrate for your house. Boom, boom.
Neighbors self go dey hear am.
If you get motor, make you put am there. If you get make you put my hair, so make go dey.
Michael JP, that's for you, okay?
And Donado, all the way.
Thank you for the advice.
That's like first part show, so you no go do
boom, boom.
So, like JP, I'm not telling you go use your TV money.
After you sell it, all right. Thank you very much, brother. We have a message here. We need to sustain this victory and hold and what? And hold the cup. That Ugandan goal was ridiculous. Victorious Nigeria, he says.
MGB, you've not read that one. No.
Which one is that? This? Already. Even if I did, I just did now.
Okay,
Even if the
okay.
Super Eagles win this tournament, it's nothing to
Now let's
me.
go to the phone line.
Okay. You're on to Eagle 7 Sports Radio. What's your name? This person, I groove you there.
You did Vincent. I will not
I
pick your call.
I
though.
groove you there. This is the way they do no good though.
You didn't whine us. Can't they go?
Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. What can I say? I mean, Donald, the Super Eagles are surely back on track. All right.
It was a good game by Sky. But I want to know the next food that Sky will face.
Okay. And likely to play Mozambique from the pool of the best placed third teams. 4 of them, actually. Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Any more? Okay. The calls are coming in. Hello.
Hello, good evening. Nothing more go poacher.
Good evening. Good evening. Attack.
Atasa.
We attacking.
Attack.
Good evening. Big player. Big Donando. Big Placido. Ongarayanwa. All the same man.
Good evening, big sports of fun.
God bless you guys for a wonderful job, wonderful commentary. This other calling.
Adams. Now we'll go close shop as you don't call, so thank you. Welcome.
God bless you guys. I didn't enjoy the commentary, although I did not watch the ball. But I'm enjoying listening to you guys. So start with Magajepi, when you say your TV, go and buy another radio to increase your radio. So you need to have a radio, your parlor, your sitting room, or whatever you call it. Everywhere you go, put radio, then your office or radio. So that's all that. And then for the game, so far, the game is really good. Me, I don't bother about the quantity of goal. What matter for me is the 3 points, is the win. As soon as you win, whether you concede, I mean, I just bother my intention. What concern is about the win. So as soon as I try to go and win it, I'm okay with it. But they should not lose because my focus, my expectation in this tournament is the trophy. That's a big billionaire coming to Nigeria. That's my expectation, man.
All right.
How the money coming to Nigeria. That's what I was about. For like Ridica, I think that's a good player. You know that Richard will give the guy a lot of space to play, to explore his talent. I think coming on the bench, it should be a good one for him. So he cannot cannot be forced to level. I think it should be in the social range in the coming second half. I think like a great Tunisia when he was joining the Franconia camp, I think that has to be coming in to replace him in the midfield instead of bringing to attacker by Richard. That for me, that decision was a doom. For me, I don't agree with him.
All right.
We're happy that this team is doing like that. Yeah. God bless you guys for everything.
Thank you so very much. Adam, appreciate you. Appreciate you so very much. Thank you, Donald, for all it's worth. I mean, it's been a fantastic night for the Super Eagles.
Yeah, most definitely. We are happy that Super Eagles of Nigeria finished the group stage with all maximum 9 points. And of course, so far, so good. No any other team in this ongoing Afcon actually finished with all maximum 9 points. Says a whole lot about the team. And of course, everything that Eric Seko's shell is still cooking. I feel that irrespective of the team that the country will face in the round of 16, we should just take it one step at a time. I know that Super Eagles of Nigeria will be victorious in the round of 16, be it the Mambas of Mozambique or any other team. Super Eagles of Nigeria will be victorious. It gets a tough and of course a trickier from the quarterfinals, semi-finals. When you know that you are getting to the final, yes, you can see that the players now begin to get agitated. They now begin to know that, okay, it seems as if we are getting ever closer, of course, inching closer to the title. And maybe they might have this thought of deja vu at the back of their mind, and that's where the psychologists will come in to talk to the boys that, yo, look, this is actually redemption. Go there and bring back home the trophy to just make Nigerians happy for not qualifying for the World Cup. And we know that the mantra is Niger for the win, as in figure 4. Yeah. It's high time we brought back home the title. Nothing much to actually say about this game because for the credit of Uganda, they did not test the Super Eagles of Nigeria at all. The only time they actually tested the goalkeeper, it resulted into a goal. And I think that one thing that we need to work on is our defense. Super Eagles of Nigeria also needs to be keeping clean sheet. I feel that we're going to keep a clean sheet against Uganda. If you can't keep a clean sheet against the whooping boys of the group, then will you keep a clean sheet when you get to knockout stages whereby you are facing a more qualitative side, maybe like the Congolese, the Senegalese, the Ivorians, the Egyptians, the Moroccans, just to mention but a few. But all in all, you want to say that the team has got a lethal attack that can actually outscore opponents, but still you need a good defense because, like it's been said, according to the Sir Alex Ferguson, defense wins you titles.
All right, please, in your opinion, do NFF have any chance with their attack on attack or DR Congo with regard to their complaint to FIFA on the players' eligibility? You mean? That's from Baba Basa. I want your candid opinion on the matter. Yeah, they do have a genuine.
So if you talk now, since Chelsea Popo that's no good, the man went incognito.
He never come out since.
I say he no come out
until now.
Now just they come outside.
No, he go copy that.
Even outside they like me inco.
He go copy that. We know they like that kind.
He quiet. He quiet. So if you talk today, Baba Basa.
Basa, now. Congratulations to Eagle. He ends with his comments. Well, like I said, the thing they legit, not genuine, appeal. They on track. It not be like so we go out of anything to conquer this one.
And it's even according to the law.
You understand?
Congo.
So we are in order. But it's just sad that we are exploiting such avenue. At the talk every day say, okay, what if FIFA now rule in favor of Nigeria? So we'll go the World Cup.
Before go.
You guys are heartless.
We'll go now.
You're heartless. How would you
say we'll go now?
How you go do that kind of thing?
It is what it is. And it's happened to Malaysia.
And you think you have a good World Cup?
Why not? Is it because of Nigeria they fielded an ineligible player?
These people
the rule is the rule.
These people are mean.
There's no ignorance in law.
Allow Congo enjoy this. Let them enjoy it, please. Well, guys, for me, I definitely have had a great time. 7 days to you alongside Donald Senna, the big game player. It gets bigger with Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. And in 2026, it's surely going to be the best ever, your best year ever of listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Keep it locked right here. Thanks so very much. I'm Donald Senna. Oluwalo Show.
Absolutely. That's how we talk. Say, no be by our power, no be by our might. Na Baba God and the runner.
All right, guys, we'll see you on the flip side. Attack, attack, attack.